Hi everybody, happy Easter. I'm back and today I want to read to you from the opening prayer of this morning's Mass. And we pray as we recall year by year the mysteries by which, through the restoration of its original dignity, human nature has received the hope of rising again. So, that's just the first couple lines of the opening prayer, but it speaks about the dignity that we have as human beings, which is something that is God-given, of course. We were all created in the image and likeness of God, which is stunning. And Easter is about the restoration of that original dignity. Why? Because Jesus, fully human, dies, is buried, and rises again in a glorified humanity, showing what we are destined for. Now, I want to share with you this beautiful passage from one of the four great fathers and doctors of the Eastern Church, St. Gregory Nazianzen. And this was an oration, that is a speech or homily that he gave at Easter time. And I'm going to read this kind of meditatively because it's so very rich. It talks about this dignity and the uniqueness of who we are as humans. And this is what St. Gregory Nazianzen says. The great architect of the universe conceived and produced a being endowed with both natures, the visible and the invisible. God created the human being, bringing its body forth from the pre-existing matter which he animated with his own spirit. Thus, in some way, a new universe was born, small and great at one and the same time. God set this hybrid worshiper on earth to contemplate the visible world and to be initiated into the invisible, to reign over earth's creatures and to obey orders from on high. He created a being at once earthly and heavenly, insecure and immortal, visible and invisible, halfway between greatness and nothingness, flesh and spirit at the same time, an animal en route to another native land, and most mysterious of all, made to resemble God by simple submission to the divine will. So there's so much beautiful things in there about the mystery of who we are as human beings. I love the way that St. Gregory says that we're a hybrid, you know. We can contemplate the visible world, which we are so aware of in this beautiful spring season with all the dogwoods and the red buds that are out right now, and the other beautiful, as all the trees are budding. We can contemplate the visible world, but we are also destined to be initiated into the invisible world. I love the way that he says we are halfway between greatness and nothingness. And that's what the whole vocation of the Christian is. You know, nothingness is where we move towards when we are living apart from God, but we have the potential for something great too. And that's when we move towards holiness, when we follow Jesus, who is the intentional human being. And that we are made to resemble God, St. Gregory says, by simple submission to God's will. So every time we choose to say, okay, I want to do God's will instead of my own will, we are moving towards resemblance of God himself. So this is a great Easter thing for us to be thinking about, is that we are halfway between greatness and nothingness. Which way do we choose to go? So just want to point out that tonight, Wednesday night, is when we have our book group. And the book that we are reading is this book here, To Love and Be Loved, about Mother Teresa, written by this guy named Jim Toohey, who knew her and was a friend of hers. Anyone is welcome to come to our book reading group on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. in our Adult Learning Center. You know, of course, that is the one of the two houses that we have adjoining our parking lot. The Adult Learning Center is the second one in, and anyone is welcome to come to this. You know, we read out loud this book, and we just talk about what strikes us in it, what it means to us. And we have all been really enjoying getting to know Mother Teresa better and what she was all about. The author of this book, Jim Toohey, is going to be coming to our parish at a future date to speak to our parish. So that's a wonderful thing that we're looking forward to. So keep aware of any news about that as in the next few months. So anyone is welcome, as I said. It's okay that you haven't begun with us. You can just come on in. If you don't have the book yet, you can come anyway and listen to our discussion and listen to it as it's being read. So that's tonight at 7 p.m. and every Wednesday night in the Adult Learning Center. So have a great week and see you later.